Yo. Wait. 2 seconds, I've lost my glasses. What's up, guys? So, basically, I've got an hair now. You know, you see a little hair just like swinging in front of your eye somewhere. Anyway, forget about that. So, basically, today is going to be a story time, basically. So, it should be pretty interesting. As you can see as well on my laptop, I have done this video a first time, but everything was out of focus, like absolutely every shot. It was just like a blur was speaking to you on the TV, like something out of The Exorcist. Anyway, I need to stop waffling on, right? Because I've not got long. So I've just spat. I'll just tie. Right. So I was going to upload like last week, but something happened. I ended up getting robbed. Got my stuff back, and it was this bad boy that they tried stealing. So let me just have a hit of this thing because I appreciate it a lot more now. Ooh, that's good. Right. So basically, this is how it all started. I'd stayed at Chris's the night before, and I got back, and my dad had just bought a new car, like a car that he was going to sell on, and he left it in the works car park overnight. And I got in and he was like, "Oh, Ty, you got to try this car out, Peugeot 206 and all that." I was like, yeah, I'll give it a go. So he chucks me the key to have a little drive around the car park. It's a private car park, by the way, just in case the police are watching. So yeah, I was driving this car around. Well, I'd just got in it, I didn't even drive it. Got in it, switched the engine on, and then I see these little shits, right, and they were chucking rocks at the building, at the side of the building, and I thought, I don't want to get, you know what I mean, into trouble here by, like, you know, not doing anything about it. So I wound the window down and told them off. I just said, "What are you doing?" You know what I mean, like, being idiots, basically, that's what they were doing. So they come over and like, "Oh, an outboard," and I had my vape on my lap, and they looked in and they were like, "What's that there?" And I just picked it up, you know, as if to show them like a bit of a detailed version of what it was. And I went, "Oh, it's just my vape." So as I'd lifted it up, like, to say that, an hand's just come straight in the window and grabbed it. I was fuming, so I opened the door and chased after him, and he passed it over to one of his mates as well, like, as he was running. So I ran after the both of them, like, you know, like, to get my vape back. And then there was like, I think about 2 or 3 of the guys at the gate, and as I ran down there, like, they jump in front, like, basically ambush me, and they go, "Touch him and see what happens," if they were grabbing knives and that in the jackets. And I was just like, just giving me vape back and all that, and like, it was just, you know, like, there was a bit of an argument between us and stuff, but I could see that they were basically hinting that they had knives. So if I was going to try and get my vape back, I probably would have had a knife in my back, because there was like another 2 stood behind me. So I just called them dickheads and walked off, because I thought, it's not worth it, you know what I mean? I'm not going to get stabbed over a vape, screw that. So I left it, but I was annoyed that I'd been robbed, and I was like, "Oh, I need a vape now." And I didn't have a vape, so I was like, "Oh, for fuck's sake, what am I going to do?" I wanted my vape back, you know what I mean? Like, I just needed that just to chill me out. So I called my dad up on the phone and I was like, "Look, I've just been robbed at work, like, can you help us, like, look for him?" So my dad comes round like 3 minutes flat, and like, works about, like, it's not too far actually, about a mile away. So he goes down there and we go looking around Sale, and I was explaining, like, to my dad, like, you know, like, what they were like and all that, and what they looked like, and they'd actually been causing trouble there like a few months previously, like, with breaking bottles and chucking rocks at the workplace and all that. So like, and he knew, and I sort of knew as well, that they hung about on our road, like, so they're like from our area. So we went down like the little quiet back roads as you was going to get back from like where the work is. So as we go down there, I see them, and they're there, you know, just like having a vape, walking back, and I was fuming. I was like, "That's them there." My dad speeds at like 50, 60 miles an hour, mounts the curb, skids, and I jump out the door as it's skidding. It was like something out of an action movie, I'm not even kidding, it was mint though. So as I jumped out, the car stopped and I was still moving forward, so I bounced off the door, ran out, and I was like, "Give me your fucking vape back," like, you know, like going mad at him. And then they were like in shock, like they were like instantly white. They threw the vape up, it landed on the floor, they broke my tank, like that glass bit there, but I managed to get that replaced for a £5, so it wasn't, you know, like a big loss. And the top bit broke off somewhere, I couldn't find that afterwards, because I was more like interested in catching them, you know what I mean, and like giving them a talking to, basically. So as they ran off, I was like, I was wanting to find him, you know what I mean, like I wanted just to show them a lesson, just to see what it's like, you know what I mean, when like someone else intimidates them, when they're not as hard as like they thought they were and all that. So basically, I went looking for him. We found him in someone's garden, like some posh couple, and they were like crying and stuff and hiding behind him. And these guys are like, you know, like 15. Look, some of them were like 15 to 18, and then there was another two that were younger, like, you know, like 13, 14 maybe. And yeah, so like proper scared. And then this couple was like, "Oh, I'll call the police" and all that. And then they ran off. Then so we called the police and we followed them for a bit. But like we followed them proper sneakily, so they never even knew we were following them. We were just like seeing where they were going, then going round the back, and then watching where they were going, you know, like so we can get their address and that, and then get them straight done. And then we were watching them for a bit, and then we'd phone the police as we were following them, you know, like to tell them where we were going and all that and what was going on. And the police caught up to him, and by this point they've gone in like one of their houses and grabbed the bike, and then they've gone behind this this field bit, like near a park where like, I used to hang out when I was younger and that, and they cut across the fields as the police have tried to get him, and they've dumped one of the bike. And then we follow the police around the other side of the field, and the police are wheeling off this bike, and it was a nice, fresh, muddy Fox. It's worth at least, that was brand new, it was worth at least 400 quid. So yeah, that's what happened. So I'm sorry it's just a story time. It was going to be a funk and flog that day, but due to the dramatic turn of events, again, I don't know what it is with me and drama recently, like, I don't know why, but drama's just come looking for me. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed. This is Life of Ty. Sign out.
Yeah.